Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Bale is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Searching pass he's played there. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare.
And there's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
De Bruyne clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk gets it away. Rivaldo, and that's been intercepted. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bruyne! De Bruyne! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Goes looking wide. Great ball, and he's in here. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Oh, what a climb! And he's managed to get rid. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's De Bruyne. Sir Roberto. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi.
That's good play from him.
A lot of space ahead of him. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's good play. That's a throw. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Hazard picks it up out wide. Corner number 3 coming up. And here's Rivaldo. Rivaldo's delivery. Baresi is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Vitinha. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this could be the final action of the first half. Keeper's dealt with that. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again then. So the first half brought no goals. Rivaldo. Picked out. It's Asa! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now, can they get him away? Baresi cuts it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rivaldo going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe. Baresi getting this one clear. Cross goes in there. Terrific header! No, not the best of headers. It's a searching pass. And he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot! And now they can clear their lines. And they've got rid. And that's another throw. Looking for the run. Neymar. Azar. Oh, this is a great Bale! He's got a goal! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Bale demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
John, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So their fourth corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. Rivaldo with the cross. Batistuta attempts a clearance.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Big chance, must be!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's a throw. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Rivaldo. And he can clear it away. And they're quick to get it back. De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. Van Dijk getting this one clear. And that will be it. Paris Saint-Germain have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Bale picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them. They upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, that is one way to stop him. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's running. And a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Not the most accurate pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's worked it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Khan making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
Rijkaard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Beckham! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And claimed it back swiftly. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. First quarter of an hour gone.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Beckham. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Argentina have reclaimed it. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. A probing pass. Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And that's a dangerous ball. And Torres! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Fernando Torres clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And he welcomes it in. He's having a shot! Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
This their second corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. Guti. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And they can counter here. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's there to get it away. Taken back almost at once. Argentina ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi is onto it in a flash. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good ball. Real chance! They've scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain leading 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Neymar. Bale. It's Bale! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And the keeper beats it away. And here's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, this looks sharp. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Messi. Now it's Villa.
Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Paris Saint-Germain just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Neymar. Just about up to the hour now. Torres is onto this. And the pass is intercepted. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rijkaard. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Messi. Good take, and is he in?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nice sequence of passes, this. That's going to go a long way. 1-0 as we head towards the end.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Livakovic gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Kante. That's the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Bale taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Neymar. He is just caressing the... It's Neymar! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a pretty loose pass. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Wriggles his way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's managed to get rid. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. No way through.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it again. Looking for the run. Owen looking to get on the end of this. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Otto. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
No luck with that dink over the top. Turns back here, probably the best option. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Rafinha. Knocks it into space. Defending of the desperate variety. Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. And Batistuta! He's scored! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that was very necessary. That's a good ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bale, very much a man of this moment.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away? Baresi gets it away. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. They get a throw in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Now it's Torres. Shot could be on. Great chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So off we go once more.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bullish header! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. Messi! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Fernando Torres. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. He won't be happy with that one. Batistuta.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Moved on forwards. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Scholes. Oh, that's clever. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Torres. Always onto this. Bale. That is a crunching tackle. Fernand. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi touches it back, gives it back. That's a cute ball. Decent chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Bale. It could be. It's Bale! And again!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Paris Saint-Germain really deserve full marks for effort, though. It's clear they want to win this.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, he's just misjudged that one.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Passing nice and neat. Batistuta. Batistuta! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Now it's Owen. Scholes. He's through here. Shoots! Serginho. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Batistuta. Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Pelé. Now, can they get him away? Swings in across. Kante attempts a clearance. Torres proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's managed to get free. And that has been cleared. And it's Vitinha. Now he's got space here. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They don't come much harder, Peter, than Giuseppe Bergomi, and I can tell you that from personal experience.
Traditional Italian.
Even his handshake is hard, but a level setter when it comes to discipline and organisation, not to mention his leadership qualities.
Don't argue with him. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nicked it back promptly. Pelé on a strong run down the right. Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pelé really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's in a great position here. And that has left him in a heap. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Van Bronckhorst. Van Bronckhorst. Played out wide. Van Bronckhorst. And that's aimed into... He gets big! And it's a goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Kante spots it and intercepts. Knocks it into space.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Tries to pass it through. And he's straight offside. Van Bronckhorst. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Van Bronckhorst with the cross. And Cruyff! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it.
And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Tries to play it through, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Paris Saint-Germain, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Fernando Torres is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kante calmly anticipates. Done delicately. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Real chance here. And it's claimed by the keeper. Pelé. Paris Saint-Germain, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well read, nice interception. Well, the run-has been sold a little bit short there.
Detroit City clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Forlan. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Neymar. The ball. Oh, what has happened here? He's picked his way. Chance, surely! In for the pieces! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Van Bouten cuts it out. Pelé. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van Bronckhorst delivered in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Vieira. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are cruising away. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Van Bouten makes the interception. Messi tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That is good alertness. Now it's Bale. Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. and it had to be. Well, they've got it again. Van Basten. Now that looks a decent ball. Batistuta! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Batistuta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will...
Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. It's going to be another corner, I think. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Taken back almost at once. Messi. And it's Bale. Neymar. And this is Neymar. Shot at goal! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Batistuta. And the shot! Tries to get it clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi does really well to win the ball there. Nice interception. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now, can they get him away? Costa Curta with the clearance. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Puyol. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And here's Bale. Neymar. Looking to play him in. Baresi cuts a pass. Khan clears.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up quality and set an example.
Bale being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's through here. Oh, that's a key interception. And claimed it back swiftly. Strong running down that left flank. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Batistuta in acres of space out wide. Plenty to aim at here. An uncompromising challenge. And he's quick to get it clear again.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they...
Oh, what has happened here? Paris Saint-Germain are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Defending was strong and firm.
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. Serginho. And that's that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Bellingham. David Villa! Oh, that is rather wayward. Plays a sharp little ball here. Khan claims comfortably. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I'm a fan of this guy, Milos Kerkez, who I suspect will make himself a thorn in the opposition side. He's explosive, really dynamic, very energetic, covers a lot of ground. And when it comes to transitions, he's great either at getting forward quickly or getting back to do his job defensively. I can't see many weaknesses apart from his aerial abilities, not necessarily being the tallest.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Danger averted for now. Adams. Paris Saint-Germain, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Lobbed in behind. And he's been shifted off it. Nicely weighted ball. That's a little off target. Chouameni. And he's forced to go back. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, that's a key interception. Threads one in. Can he latch onto this? Defending of the desperate variety. Looking for a runner. Adams tries to clear. Now it's Villa. No, that's been intercepted. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Kerkesh. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! And that was very necessary. Applies the finish! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Puyol. It's a searching pass. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And he's let fly! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Aimed beyond the defence. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
David Villa was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt...
And Torres! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kekes gets good distance on it. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Bale. Owen. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, that has not gone well. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Oh, that's well spotted. David Villa. Owen. No luck with that dink over the top.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And they're back on the ball again. Now, who's going to be first to this? Not the most accurate pass.
Paris Saint-Germain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And back to the keeper they go. Quality ball. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. And this is Ronaldo. And it's Neymar. And they're on him in a flash. That's an imaginative pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Batistuta. Messi. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Bale. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Ronaldo might just make this. Now it's Pelé. Neymar. Belletti. Neymar gets into a good position. Gets his head on it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that has not gone well. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Paris Saint-Germain, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Nesta. And it's Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Pelé. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's gone looking for safety. Schneider. Half an hour played now. Messi. Rafinha. That's Beckham. Beckham. And he shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Paris Saint-Germain looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Nice looking ball. And he welcomes it in. And he's there to belt it away. He's got away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a throw-in. Cannavaro with the clearance. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Paris Saint-Germain go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again then.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Pelé. Now it's Shevchenko. Xavi Alonso. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Batistuta. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Great vision. In with the challenge.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Xavi Alonso. Some really good ball movement. And now they can clear their lines. Thuram. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Oh, a delicate chip through. And that has been cleared. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's picked it up out wide. Rafinha. Could be danger here. And the cutback. Donnarumma gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the keeper has it. Well, there's the clearance. Neymar. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Deftly away. That's at the end. Paris Saint-Germain have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. And it's Messi. And he's there to clear it. Bale! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Owen attempts a clearance. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Passes coming off in quick succession here, and here's Rafinha.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to pass it through. And back to the goalkeeper. Tries to play it through. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. Messi looking for the run and the through ball. Goes for a shot! That's a half-decent try.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Now, can they get him away? Brzezinski is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for a runner. Khan getting this one clear. Rafinha. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Owen. That's good vision.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bale goes short. He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Bale with the short one. Now this could be a chance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bale. And that's been slipped through. That's going to go a long way. It's a throw-in. Looking to go deep. Oh, smashing header! And he's there to belt it away. That's a cute ball. That's a pretty loose pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Bale, very much a man of this moment. That's good play. Rafinha powering forward here. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi. Belletti. Rafinha. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Bale. Now it's Owen. The ball's gone astray. Rafinha. Adams cuts out the pass. That's really well cleared. And that's been won straight back. Beckham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Shapes to shoot! Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And it's Beckham. Oh, it's a great... And he shoots!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. This looks promising. Chance for a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Messi clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And they're quick to get it back. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Corner number 2 then. He gets big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And smartly reclaimed. Bale. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, this looks sharp. And no, that was never going to make it. Knocks it into space. Into the last quarter of an hour. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no joy this time.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well timed, excellent interception. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's trying to hit the front line here. Great vision. And this is Torres.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cleared without complication. And that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Bale! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
No way through. Belletti, he's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dani Olmo gets into a good position. Sancho goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's De Jong. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a sharp pass. And this is Neymar. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Knocks it into space. Dani Olmo is in a really good position out wide. Balde, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Played out to the right. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Mbappe really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's quick to snatch it back. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Modric. Messi. Bale.
This is the time you need that pace.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bruno Guimaraes. A probing pass, and he was quick to react. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Lovely, now then. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Half-time getting close now. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Modric, out to the left it goes. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Paris Saint-Germain presented with a golden opportunity here. To get them off and running. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more. But you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Paris Saint-Germain head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. Paris Saint-Germain carrying a 1-goal lead. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that has been cut short. And it's Modric. Messi. The message is clear, none shall pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is good alertness. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game...
Can he finish? Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
Shot, surely! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Tries a shot! It's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Jong. Now, can they get him away? Sancho, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Modric. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! Torres, who does have an assist to his name. De Jong. Bruno Guimaraes. Modric. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to belt it away. Looking to play him in. And that will be it. Paris Saint-Germain are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great...